How can we come to know that we have the longing desire for the God by mind or by the heart? If I am moving from my mind means body, heart had no mind, God had no mind. So when you go your journey inside, if you have not thought about the God, if you have not thought about the God meet, if you have not thought about meeting yourself, in other words, you can say that you are not having any longing for the God, not no journey by heart. Because heart will take you to God, brain will not take. So whatever you see in your daily life, that how much you are thirsty or hungry for the God, and that will depend with what you are doing throughout. If in throughout time of the day and night you are in the thoughts of the God, so your journey is moving by heart to the God. How can one know if the longing for God or God home is from the mind or from the heart? God, God is your original face. God is your original face. You are the God. But you do not know. It is like your grandfather had kept diamonds somewhere in your home, but you could not get it in your lifetime. And at last, at the time of death, while the life full of starvation, full of distress financially, disturbed, but at last, if one comes to know the hidden treasure by his someone, the grandparents, while digging the earth for some pillar to put inside, they found that khazana, the treasure, and on that signature and name is written, in which surname, the surname because remains the same. Your grandfather, grandparents' name remains, surname remains the same. Because if it was a name, would not have been recognized that whose it is. While seeing that surname, oh, it is written Kamra. So, my God, then who has kept inside this earth? So, definitely someone of mine before me, my father or grandfather. Because if name is not known, generally father, grandfather name we know. But before that, generally we don't know even names. But this is the many generations home where we are staying. So the treasure which is already digged inside you, in this body which you say you are, which you think you are, which you are not. You are in this body, but you think you are the body. This is only the difference. You do not know you live in this body. Body is nothing but the temporary house for you, temporary vehicle for you to move on this earth, to enjoy with the wealth inside. The wealth is nothing but the original face of yours, and that is God. God, we say, which is not having any face, God who is having no size, is beyond any color. So that which is invisible, inside we do not know that we have a big treasure inside, to whom we say the God. So God is there inside you, which is your original face. God is nothing but the surname. You are that, the one, the first one who brought you here, that your father, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Mother, they have the surname God. So God is not the name. God is not the name. God is just, you can say in the worldly language, the surname, and that surname have many qualities in it. Generally in the world, no surname has any qualities. If we say Kamra, Verma, Sharma, Singh, if we say anything, Joseph, no quality comes from this surname. But quality from the surname, the God, comes in so many ways. God is not the name. God is like we say the surname with all the qualities in it. The moment we say the God, the qualities comes of the God. So what surname you have in this world is not having that qualities which the God had. So the qualities of your surname are nothing but the Mayavi qualities. That's why one who switch over from the outside name and the surname to the inside, the name you can say or the surname, that is the one who is with the quality outside dies immediately when he gets his original father name, original mother name. And that when one is dead from the outside, what he was. There is a death which we say the physical death. When we say physical death, that the physical death is nothing but you are dying in the body. You are dying in the body. Anybody who dies as a physical body death is just living the life without finding his treasure inside. And at last it is shown to him that you have lost the game, sorry, you are failed. At last when you die, the result is coming of this life in human body, God in human body. At last God just comes out, that which you say the soul, the part, we say the true part, that comes out, the soul, and it converts immediately into the white, the God, Supreme Soul, and this says you have failed. 60 years, 50 years, 30 years, 70 years, 80 years remain in you, but you never searched me out. I am your Father. I sent you, the one, to take you to me, but you could not catch that flight which I sent with my representative, the soul. You have lost the game. So for that, living in the body, living with the vehicle, this outside body, the dying body, so you have to just now face the punishments of not being in search of your original face, your original father. So you are already now in the last of the game. So try next time after the punishments are over. And then only you go to the Yampuri where Yamraj is getting you the punishments as per your karmas, and you are going back again to your all the 84 lakh species, the trees, the birds, the insects, the animals, and then again the human form. So human form, your body, the outside, the door, as Jesus said, you knock the door and door will be open. What does it mean? Knock the door and door will be open. It is not that your house door, he is saying, knock the door and door will go. People, as I said you, those who went inside, found their original face, they never talk. All their sayings are not related, not at all the meaning which the world knows. Their meanings are always deep. So one who once goes deep can only understand the meaning of it. When the Jesus says, then knock the door and the door will be open. What does it mean? The door is nothing but the body. And you never knock the door means you never went in search of the one who is inside. Then what happens? You die at the door. So on the door, who is there? Beggars. The one who go inside is a king. King remains in the palace. It is only the watchman stands at the gate. And you are not even standing because you have not searched the door. So you just die like a beggar on the roads. So whatever, whichever, wherever you are in this world of death and birth, if you have not knocked the door, you have not gone inside this body, which is already said in the scriptures, the all spiritual scripture, that this body is nothing but the home of the gods. Hari Mandir, Nar Narayani De. But we never go deep into these words, and just we die not only on the door but on the way. And way we do not know where we are going. Even you die at the way to the God home, at least you will be protected from 84 lakh death, because at least they will say he was on the road to the God home. He was on the God home journey. At least you will be exempted from 84 lakhs punishment deaths, and you will be moving on to the next human birth immediately after the death, in that home where you will get again the master, the spiritual master, the guide to take you further on that God home journey, to take you to the God home. So this is what you have to understand, that who am I? Who am I? This is a question commonly asked by those who had been the gods. All these Ibrahim, Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanak Dev, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Mira, Sahajullah, Lao Se Sukret, all these people, we say them the God. Why? Why it is God? They are God. They are the same. Outside looks like the same. What is the difference? How they are God? Have they got the third eye on their head, forehead? Have they got the four hands? Same. But how they are God? Nothing. God is inside you. Just they have entered this door. They have knocked this door, entered this door, and they could meet the God. No, don't think that I am telling you to go into a closed eyes and inside you'll get the God. There is nothing like doing the closing of eye and going inside in the illusionary world. That is illusionary world. What is you make? Like you see a picture of some horror movie, you get the horror thoughts. You see the romantic movie, you get the romantic thoughts. So this is not. That is only the commentary. Or whatever is given to you, you just make it illusion in the mind and just you see that, oh, I am getting this thing. I am getting these photos, I am getting this color. Yes, I am looking for my this all pay those died. I am watching them. They are there. It is just nothing but the inside means not outside. Inside means not outside. That you are not outside. You are inside means you are not outside. Not outside means whatever is there outside you see, you taste, you touch, you smell, you hear. All whatever is there is temporarily given to you for this picnic. Even your parents, your children, your husband, the wife, the money, the houses, the post, whatever, the PN, whatever you are, is all temporary. So these temporarily things will not last forever. One day you will be no more, so nothing will be no more for you. Because when the physical body dies, we say he is no more, she is no more. He or she is there but could not recognize the he or she. Because that which you are beyond even he or she. You are beyond he and she. Because he and she is nothing the creation of lust and desires. He and she is the creation of desire and the lust. And it is just the beauty of the world, not in the beauty of the God world. In the God home, it is nothing like he and she. What you enjoy outside when he meets the she or she meets the he, same enjoyment when you get outside for a fractions of seconds and minute, that he and she remains because it had come from the one. So in that one, he and she both are together. Outside two cannot be together for a long period. So what bliss you get when you two are together, that bliss is for a while, for minutes, seconds. But that bliss of minute is extended to 24 hours, into 60 minutes, into 60 seconds, into infinite time. Because he and she, outside body of he and she, those enjoys for the fractions, is coming from the inside the God who is he and she together. So in the God and he and she are continuously attached. Because you cannot say my hands are distant from this, my mouth. That my mouth is away from my legs or feet. Complete body I am enjoying in the one unit. All are together, joining so tightly. Even the he and she are never making so tight relationship as my hands, my mouth is making. And what I am talking about, the he and she joined inside. So when they are continuously joining, see the superpower. That is called the superpower. That then they are joined together 24 hours. So the lust and desire is just the outside, outskirts, the circumference. You cannot say even the dot, whatever dot you put of that 100%. Of that last 1%, you break into millions of that. You don't have that much enjoy what you enjoy when he and she, those are given birth to the he and she, the God, Ik Onkar Satnam, Ek Hi Allah. God is one. But you, because you are conditioned to your education in the spiritual world, you are conditioned to your qualification in the spiritual world. Spiritual world means that who are you, from where I have come, where I have to go after the death, am I this outside body or something else? When all these questions comes in your brain, Because brain is the main part to think it over. Brain work is just to that thoughts which are flowing to make it right and wrong. So that thoughts when comes in you and the mind just acknowledges, and if you are acknowledging something, the body starts working. Body is under the command of the mind. And mind is nothing but giving the decision to your thoughts. So the main is your thoughts. What type of thoughts you have, mind will give the decision on the same. That's why it is always said that you should always be in the positive, the godly thoughts. If you are in the godly thoughts, then you will be seeing that your mind is continuously in the Godism, will one day go beyond the distinguishment, because mind work is distinguished when you are thinking of Maya. Maya is divided into two. So in the beginning, your mind is conditioned to break. So your breaking will also be there on the godly thoughts also. That is what we say, we have the doubts. We have the questions. These doubts and questions are nothing but your mind conditioning right from birth in the Maya, which breaks everything into two. Always have doubts and question on everything. So that same doubts and question comes even when you are entering inside. Entering inside with the God home journey. God home journey means inside there is a God who will take you to the home. The God part, that Sanatana Ansh, what we say in the epics, that is, it has come to take you to home. So he is waiting. So you are moving towards that God home. So on the moving, as mind conditioned by Maya into two parts, so that the doubts and the questions on the way. Sometimes have doubts, is it the correct way or not? Because when you move on to the God home, definitely your Maya home will be somewhere away. You will be going away from your Maya home. Because if I start from my home to my office, naturally the more I am reaching near to the office, I will be away from my home. But once I reach to the office, now I have seen my office address, and office and home I can move anytime on and off. So that is what, once you are on the God home journey, you will be going away from your Maya home. So when going away from the Maya home, sometimes it makes you somewhere disturbed because you have been conditioned by your Maya. So acknowledge yourself to make your mind that you are right. You take it as a doubt and question, even not asking or clearing it, and you go back to the Maya world, making yourself right. Making yourself right. Sometimes that is called the ego in the godly way even. So that is what, that your thoughts is flowing in inquiry of that what and who and where, what I am and who is going to meet me after the death, where I will go. You have to inquire yourself about yourself only. Because what you know today is nothing but the door. You are sitting at the door. And even sitting at the door, you are not even knowing about the door. You think you are in your home. You are more worried about the homes in the outside world. It is like already with the one door and now finding the next door. So you're just breaking your head on the doors and you never go inside because you do not know that this door had the lock which is to be opened. So you are just putting your head, breaking your head on the door, thinking that I am in the home. So when you break your head on the wall, on the door, you are not knowing about the key. So that key, when you get from the one to whom we say the master, the true master, who had been inside the home, inside the room, enjoying all the bliss, he just tell you, just open the lock and you come inside. So the key is with the master, and you are always breaking your head, thinking that you are in a home. So someone who comes, alarms you, makes you attention to just come inside the room, inside the God home, which is your permanent home. So when you come to know about this, you are surprised to see that what you have not got by being a richest man, being a higher postman, being a higher outside somewhere beautiful man or woman, now I am enjoying those bliss moments which are unconditional. So moving on to that unconditional moments, enjoying will go more and more, and the day will come when you are dissolved. When you are dissolved means you are completely inside the home sitting on the sofa. And that will be the complete bliss. That will be the complete bliss. So that you have to understand. That is the complete bliss moments when you are dissolved. Now when you dissolve, your outside body is no more. One, the physical death is said no more. Now during the lifetime you will be no more. That the old name what is given by your parents to you, that the dummy identification will disappear from you. Even somebody who takes the name, your name, that old name, it looks like that unknown name. Because that name had gone, he is dead. He is dead. So you are now in the new name, new surname. And that is where you have to reach. That is where you have to reach. You have to reach to that point. The point of no return. The point of going beyond the birth and death cycle. Going beyond that all sadness, happiness, profit, loss, respect, disrespect, win or lose, birth and death. So that point is the main, the God point you can say, God point. You have to reach over there to win this game. To win this game. Otherwise your life will be at last giving you the result. Either you are the richest man of the world or the most powerful man of the world. You are beautiful man of the world, woman of the world. But at last the result will come FAIL in capital. Remember it. So at death, don't forget. You will be remembering me. FAIL. And whatever you earned in this world, whatever you had your relations with you outside, nothing will go with you. Nobody will go with you. No money will go with you. No post will go with you. And result will be fail. Even you are the richest man of the world. You are on the top position of the world. You are the most beautiful man of the world. Still your life will be going into vain. Destroyed. And once you went to the inside point, this door to the main room where God is sitting, that one representative had come as a soul to take you from the earth to the God home, from this home to the God home. This body is nothing but the Maya. Because between this outside door, inside room, there is an obstacle coming is of your Mayavi wall, which you made with your eye and mind in your last birth. So that wall is to be broken. The wall is broken means you will see the light inside. And that light is God. Energy is God. And you have to understand that. And now, as the question says, that how can we come to know that we have the longing desire for the God by mind or by the heart? It's very simple. As if I am moving from my mind means body, heart has no mind, God had no mind. God is beyond the mind. Not having mind means beyond the mind. He is supreme. In the words, if you say He is supreme mind, God is beyond the two, God is one. So when you Go your journey inside. If you have not thought about the God, if you have not thought about the God to meet, if you have not thought about meeting yourself, in other words, you can say, then you know that you are not having any longing for the God. Not no journey by heart. Because heart will take you to God home. Brain will not take. So whatever you see in your daily life, that how much you are thirsty or hungry for the God, and that will depend with what you are doing throughout. If in throughout time of the day and night you are in the thoughts of the God, so your journey is moving by heart to the God. If your thoughts are of the materialistic world, outside, whatever the nears and dears, or any outside all your wealth, earning and all, if your mind is there, this mind will think all these things. If your heart is there, will only be hearing or watching whatever is connected to the God. So your main company inside of the thoughts will only divert you to the way of God or to the Maya. So this is, you have to understand that how much longing you have, how much desire you have for the God. Desire for the God. So that desire in you, you can measure on your scale. You have the scale with you. The Vaani is giving you scale. That whenever your relax breaks for more than 5 minutes, whenever you relax, disturbance when comes and continue for more than 5 minutes, it is that time you are going through the mind. And that mind will be storing your all that karma is becoming, that karma which will be stored in subconscious mind body. That is the reason to get you to the next birth. So just look on your thoughts, and wherever you struck off for more than 5 minutes, when the relax breaks, then all that karmas will take you to the again back. If you are in the with the God always, that will take you to God. Your journey is by heart. So how you take thoughts, how you work on it, that is important. So God, if you want to have your own original face beyond this mask, you are going to get, but you should have the killing desire, mamakshu, not that common just. Now, if all are hearing the Vaani, all are not having the killing desire. If you want the God, definitely you should have the killing desire. If not, you will be thinking, yes, yes, I will do, I will go. But I am hearing that I will go. But all are not going. All are not running. So longing for the God by the heart is the outside world. No thirst, no hunger is left for anything of the world, any face of the world, no interest in anything connected with the body. This is when the state comes, when you have zero connection. Zero connection means you are in a family, you are in the society, wherever you are. But you are not with them. You are not with them. When you are having the extreme longing state for your God, your journey will go deep in heart. So deep in heart means love. Heart means love. Your love will be painful when you are reaching to the God. Because the more you reach near the God, the more pain comes. Because you are getting so much away from the outside world. So you have to relax. Because that pain to meet the God will also come. That pain to meet the God, that longing to meet the God, this is complete journey is of the heart, by the heart. What the journey you talk about the materialistic world, whatever, that is the journey by your mind. Journey by mind means you are just saying but not getting into it. Just by not listening Vaani, sometimes Vaani listening. So that is means you are not going completely, not having the longing, not having that much desire. So when you have the killing desire, you will live everything without the Vaani, without that all out inside spiritual thoughts, you cannot live. Outside, whatever is going on will be disturbing you. Suppose somebody who had come to your home, your relative, and you will not like it that they should interfere in you. You will not like anybody interference in the journey of the God home, which is there sometimes. But if you are having the longing for this God, nothing will come of the outside world in the way to the God home. Nothing will. Let anybody come. Let anybody come, anybody feel bad, whatever. You will not be shameful. Because we feel sometimes shameful. That if somebody comes at home and we say that we heard the Vaani or we heard this thing. But when you have the thirst and the dying state for the God, you are not bothered about let Prime Minister come and sit in front of you, let Tata Birla Vaani comes and sit in, let it be anybody. Whenever there is a Vaani time, live I am talking, recording you can listen anytime. Those who are listening, recording not the problem. When there is a live Vaani, it is just small thing. It is starting with 1 hour and will prolong to 24 hours. When you are having complete desire, the thirst for the God, the longing desire for the God, your journey to the God home is by heart only. Journey by God home is the heart. So your heart journey, love journey, heart is nothing but the love. Heart is correlated to love. So when you are in love with the God, your love with the outside world will not be there. It does not mean that hate will be there, but you are beyond that outside world. Your complete love is flowing in the direction of the God home. So that when you are going to the God home, the nature, the Brahman showers on you. Because everything made of the gods. Everything is made of the God, by the God, for the God. So this is, you have to understand. If you are on the heart journey, the God journey, outside world as comparing to inside world, if you are looking, we are watching more in the outside world other than the requirement, if you are hearing more for the world other than the requirement, if you are speaking more other than the requirement, then this all becomes a theory of the mind. It means you are that much away from the God home. You are not, if you are listening one Vaani and completely involved in the materialistic things, which are of no use. You are just passing the time. So that passing of time will only declare you that your journey is by mind, not by heart. And whatever time you have in the daylight or whenever you have time, you are talking of God, you are hearing of God, you are speaking of God. So that state will be of the heart. So this is the scale, like a balance scale. One will go down, that will go up. Maya attachment will go down, God attachment will go up. I say attachment because to have the attachment to the God will only make you disappear from the Maya attachment. Because you have want something bigger to live the world. That's why the God we say, the one who had gone inside and dissolved himself, who had knocked the door and reached the room, sitting on the sofa. So that sitting on the chair of the guard home is the one to whom you can ask for getting you to the guard home. So make your life in such a way that you should have the thirst, hunger for the God, your original face, which can only be known by your individual thoughts. You have to go on their individual thoughts, what you want to. Because everybody is individual unit. Everybody has to decide himself that I want to go to the God home or not. My original home, my original face. Or I want to live with this dummy face and keep on going on this all worldly birth and death. So that one has to understand. If journey is towards the God, you will not be in the attachment of the outside world. The more your detachment to the world, you will be going more to the godly world. When I say the word detachment, it means not throwing the outside things, not throwing the outside relations, but getting away from them, not talking more to them. So this is what you have to understand. If you are really having the longing desire for the God, outside you will be making goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Like you write in a wedding card when you call someone on the wedding ceremony of my auspicious occasion of my son or my daughter who is wedding with so and so. We write, no? Then at last we say RSVP or relatives and friends. So the moment the marriage making extension up to the last, friends are there. In the God home journey, you will be going away from the materialistic Mayavi friends. Your friend circle will break first. First, you will be away from your friends. When I say away from your friends, you will tell about the God home. Those who will be accompanying you on the God home journey, they will only remain out of those friends which you have. Because when someone gets something of the God home, he first gives his everything to the friends only. Because friends are always close. To friends we say everything. So immediately he tells his friends that this. And then those who follow, those who become companion on the same journey are with him, rest all friends will disappear. Friendship will rest, all friendship of Maya will go off. Then likewise the second step will come of the relationships, relatives, uncle, aunt, this one, that one. There also you will tell what you have got, your God home product. There also those who will follow you, they will be your now relatives. Those who are not following will go or disappear. And then comes your family. In the bracket you write, no? So and so with that, weds, in bracket, daughter of, son of. So that family. So in the family also, you will see those who are in support of you. Okay, those who are not in support of you will not be your family. And that family will also be disappearing from inside. Inside I am talking. Outside, no. Outside everything remains, but inside will disappear. Friends and relatives are they are very away from me. Relatives are away from my family. Friends are more away from my relatives even. I am talking about the Mayavi relationships. So friends and relatives I don't talk also not the problem. Those who are not coming on the route to me, well, I don't like the worldly talks now. And they only talk about the world. They don't want to hear what I want to say. So those relatives also not accompanying you will also disappear from your life. Then the family, friends, relatives, then family also. Till your destiny work is there, predestined work, God wants to be there, you are there with your family, but inside they will be not. And then one day the family will also disappear from inside completely. Now anything goes wrong in your home, in your family, Your son, your daughter, husband, wife, mother, father, let any damn thing happen. Will not touch you because you have gone away from your family. Inside, I'm not talking about outside. Even you are there, you love them, but inside it is going very distantly. So that moving, and then comes the last, yourself, I, whose name is written on the card, wedding card. Rajesh, now Rajesh, to get away from this person also. First, deleted the friends, deleted the relatives, now deleted the family, now deletion of you also. That is a problem. Leaving that friends very away from you, leaving the relatives away from you, leaving the family even. They are away. But this body is very near to you. Now to make this operation of you is very difficult. This comes the problem. All three go immediately. Not the problem. If you are thirsty, you will put. I have so many. But when killing you, oh my God, I have done this thing. And that I is now in the ego mode sometimes, that I am now not attached to my friends, those who are in the materialistic world, not to the relatives, not to the family, nothing is for me. But still your I is there, who is telling about this, that I is to be killed. So when cutting the neck of that I, then only what I say. Because when you leave the three, friends gone, 25% your journey is progressed. Relative gone, 50% progressed. Family gone, 75% progress. And now your number that after 75%, which I say, 90% of the people coming in the last round get failed. 75 and 90% of the people coming in the final round gets failed. And it is not the merit there. Here pass and fail. There is nothing like merit in the way to God home. There is only pass or fail. You have to clear all the sections, pass and fail. No marks percentage and all. But to tell you, I am just telling you. Because when the ego, your I comes, then the problem comes. But when I am saying, it does not mean that everything washed away of your friendships, relationships, or your family. No. They are there, but little. The more now ego is of your I. So when the master brings the axe on your neck of I, then there is a problem. And that only one who had the patience, he is the God, nothing else. This is the theory. Now, how much you are attached to your friends, relatives and the family, that is your journey by mind. What you are not attached is your journey by heart. Simple. If whenever in the world of this materialistic, the Mayavi, the friends, relatives, family, or you, anytime you are getting disturbed with anything, immediately you come that your journey is going by mind. If you relax all the states, your journey is passing through the heart. So that is what you have to understand. You have to acknowledge yourself. What I have given the measuring scale. Now, if you say, I am away from all this, these friends always talks about the materialistic thing, and I don't like. And those who are hearing to you, your godly talks and all, you will be loving them. You will be then. They are now spiritual friends. Earlier they were materialistic friends, talking only about the lust, attachments, ego, greed, because you were also in the same group. So blind follows the blind. Blind always follows the blind. Now you are awakened, so blind are not coming. So now those who are opening the eyes will come you again. So now the new friends had come, not the materialistic, nor the spiritual friends had come. Those who are on the same journey talking about the same. It is like if you are going to the Vaishno Devi, suppose you are going to Vaishno Devi, when you move on to the hills to reach to the Mata cave, on the way if somebody talks to you about your girlfriend or boyfriend, about some lust and all, would you like it? You say, yeah, what he is talking about. At least keep quiet. If you are in the temple or Gurdwara, if you talk about some romantic things, someone who comes, would you like it? No. You will be away from them. Next time while on that spiritual journey or in the temple or Gurdwara you are going, you will not take that with them. You will not go with that friend. Same way, those who will be with you, because now whole world, the whole earth becomes a temple for you. The one who is on the God home journey, or you can say a journey, if it is by heart to the God, the whole earth becomes the temple for you. You are not now thinking that in the temple I have not to talk. Everywhere you find the temple. Wherever you sit, you are with the God. The God is inside. This moving temple is there. And this moving temple, wherever it goes, outside the shadow becomes the Tirath. Wherever the temple goes, it becomes a Tirath. But when it becomes a Tirath, when you are dissolved. When you are dissolved means when you are away from your I also. Even you are not. I is lost wherever that capital I, the God who is beyond the I, goes, wherever he sits becomes the Tirath, the holy place. Wherever it keeps the hands, people go and touch that place. Where Muhammad sat there in Makkah, lakhs of people goes there and kiss that stone. So that becomes the holy place. So that is what we have to understand. That hard journey is of love only. Love keep on rising on the way to God home. Love keep on falling on the way to Maya home. You see all the relationship in the world with the friends, relatives, family, all relationships are falling down in the world. What you say, the love. But in the spiritual world, when you are moving towards the God, your love will be increasing every day. And that increasing of love will take you to the bhakti one day. Bhakti is nothing dissolving your I into you. And there the God, the Master declares, where you declare the Master who are taking you, in whom you dissolve the God on earth for you, not for others. Others will not, because it's a journey. One who go and dissolves can only acknowledge, can only experience that bliss, complete bliss. We are completely dissolved. You are away from this body now. You can see your body. You can see your body means you can experience that you are not this body. And that is the state of Godism. That is the state. So you have to reach to that state where Jesus says, knock the door and the door will be open. Unless you have the thirst or the hunger for the God, you will not think of. If you don't want to go anywhere, any place, suppose your friend home, relative home, somewhere in the market, then there is no question comes of door even. Door only comes when you think of going to some place. If you are not going anywhere, if you are not having the longing for the God, what the door will come at all? No door will come. In the Maya world, see, people are not even aware of the God home. So they are not thinking of going to God home. They are just sitting idly. Nothing doing. And they die in Maya. Mind people are dying in Maya. So mind is completely the reverse of heart. Mind is for the outer world, heart is for the inner world. Maya is related to mind, or you can say mind is Maya, heart is related to God, so you can say God is heart. Or in other words, your attachment and the detachment is Maya, the mind. Your love in the godly world is the Godism, love. No attachment, no detachment. So you have to make your mind certain on this question. You have to determine by your mind, because mind will only do, because mind is the one who had taken you so much away from the God home. Mind is the one who can take you back. But it is only your thoughts who commands to mind to think it over. And thoughts only comes when you come in the company of the truth. If you are interested, you have the longing for the God, you will only make the company of those who are longing for the God. And when you talk to the people who are in God journey, then your also thoughts will be convertible to the godly thoughts. When you see those people who are always watching the godly pictures, godly videos, godly movies, your eyes will also think of watching those movies, that serials and all. When you meet someone who is hearing the all spiritual lectures, godly lectures, Vaani, then you will also be hearing the same. So the moment your company, as the company, so the color. So important is to just color your thoughts by God. And that is only possible when you see with your eyes as required to the world, hear as required, and speak as required. Then automatically your journey will be to the garden, because energy which is inside wants to be exhausted somewhere. Energy never remains. Energy is always exhausted, whether you do something or not. One who is sitting at home throughout the day is also getting sleep at night, because his energy is exhausted somewhere in the TV news and something. So you have to just think it over, that where do you want to go, and if you are moving on the God home, how much you have your circle outside, your company outside of the materialistic people, how much you take that taste, how much you enjoy the outside, the Maya. The Maya, when you enjoy your children, when you enjoy your family, when you enjoy your society, when you enjoy your outside, whatever the things, car, home, these all your attachments to the outside world is your journey by mind. And when you are nowhere outside, even you are with your family, even you are on the car, even you are in the public, you are in the theater, you are wherever you are. But you are nowhere, your body is only there moving as an artistic mind, and thereafter inside you find you are with the God always. So that state of outside attachment with your children, your family, your money, your all that face outside is your journey by mind. When you are not attached to anything of the outside world, even you are with them. You are with them. This is your journey by heart. Outside, how to check it, how much you are with that. Let that outside somebody comes in front of you. You see inside some beautiful girl or beautiful man who had come in front of you, even wants to come near to you. So you see your lust where you stand. That lust will tell you that inside you how much you get attracted. Seeing the beauty is one thing, but getting inside to go into the relationships, so that will prove what type of journey of your heart. Because heart is beyond the lust. Heart is not beyond the beauty. Heart is in the beauty, because beauty is Maya. But when you go into the lust, it becomes the bad Maya that you are making. So when you are in the beauty, watching the beauty, because you turn your face from that also is Maya again. You are not on the hard journey, remember. You cannot get close eyes. Closing the eyes means you are disrespecting the beauty, disrespecting the God who had made the nature, the beautiful man or a beautiful woman. But it does not mean that you keep on watching and inside keeping. When you take it inside and your lust thought comes, it is making you the mind journey. Likewise, if you are, and somebody comes and abuse you, says something which is not like to you. Suppose your father, the mother, wife, or the husband telling you something which you don't like. You shout. They are shouting, you are also shouting. Or you are saying them that no, 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 I am right, you are wrong. When you prove yourself, when you try to prove, you say twice, thrice is okay, in a cool way, or in any mood. But if when you say in that mood, with the anger inside, remains more than 5 minutes, it is again your mind journey. Same way, greed, you want a car or a house, which is requirement, your clothes, your mobile, or anything. But you are not getting it. And you are getting inside somewhere angry. So that anger, whenever comes inside, not getting anything which you want, your greed, is your mind journey. Even in relaxed mode, okay. Within 5 minutes, you get break to that greed, not getting inside attached. Likewise, your children study, not getting the job, not getting married. If inside you are connected with that thought for more than 5 minutes, you are journeyed by mind. If it is going and coming and going off immediately, it is a hard journey. You are on the God home journey, your journey is moving strongly. Likewise, your ego, my home, my house, so beautiful home, my car, beautiful car. If it is inside, wants to show someone your superiority, see my home, see my car, to get yourself completely beautiful, to attract someone. This all your journey is for the mind. I have told you small briefs about it. In total, anything makes you hurted, disturbed inside of the outside world is just your journey by mind. Because heart never get disturbed. Heart is always in love. So anything, if at all you are in a family in the materialistic world, by your destiny, you should come back within 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a grace for sitting in the fire. Because your family, your relations are nothing but a fire. And gold always shines in a fire. So wherever you are getting tested immediately. Getting jnana here, getting the test here, getting jnana here, getting the test here. So those who are going on the Himalaya are not getting that much, shine as you have the chance. That's why I make you to sit in the fire. So get yourself burnt, your eye to be burnt. If you are on the God home, I want the last eye to be burnt. And eye can only be burnt where you are. So be there, check yourself during the silence also, improve yourself, because you are not that which you think about. This body had the relations, what you have outside, body had all whatever posts outside, whatever you are PM, CM star or whatever you are, but inside the one who is supreme of all the universe. So the one will take you there, you will be the master, you will the like Raja Dhiraj, the supreme king of everything. You are a hidden treasure, the God treasure, you are God. Get inside, but you have to make your journey, making everything behind you. If you are in that outside, wherever you are in your I and my crowd, don't get attached. It will only be possible when you are moving more advanced in the God home journey. The more you are closing to the God, the more in heart journey, more in love with the God, the more you will be getting distance from the outside world. inside. Outside is not the problem. You are in a family or wherever, in the job, wherever you are. But nothing is touching you inside. Because inside you are just the observer what is happening on this body, with this body. So you will not be weeping for anything because everything is illusion outside. What is today you see, everything will die tomorrow. You are all the relation, you are all families and everything, your friends, you are all that item and even your body. Everything will disappear. So you are in a death. You are in a death. Your body is a dead body. You are living inside the dead body, but if you want to attach with the dead body, you enjoy your graveyard. You enjoy your cremation ground, not the problem. But that is not the beauty. No one wants to sit throughout in the cremation ground or in the graveyard. So it is better get the colors inside, the light inside, and make your life the bliss. And the bliss when comes, it is a bless. It is a prasad by the master, by the God to you. So enjoy these moments, and all the time, whatever comes, look yourself, measure yourself, don't get weep, realize what the mistake had done, go again on the journey, again and again and again, try again, you will succeed at last on the God home. And that is the main object of this human body. Attain it and make your life the success.